Welcome back, hunters! I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to Monster Hunter World Iceborne ICE, where today we've got the blasting boxer to tackle Brachydios. Now, Brachy's monster that, truthfully, up until this point in the series, I hated fighting it and I hated hunting it. Like, it's not that the concept of the monster is bad, or the moves are hard to read, or blastblight is such a nuisance. It's more so how it used to be in like previous games when you'd hunt Brachy is the explosion radius when he was enraged for a lot of his attacks seemed to be so widespread and have such a range to it that without evade extender or evasion plus skills, you would get caught in every single hit. And it was such a nuisance to do, because you would dodge out the immediate attack, but because of the bit of range that the strikes would have to them with the explosions, you would just be knocked all around and everywhere. But luckily, when they brought Brachydios back in Iceborne, they brought the explosion power a little bit more into line, so its range isn't as big as it was. So we should be able to have... You know what, I'm just going to skip this, try to save a little bit of time, because the hunts have been going like past half-hour marks. I prefer not to have videos that long. Can't go home yet, not with so much left undone. Yeah, da-da-da. Okay, yeah, so smashing cross counter. We'll go for that. I've got all the healing stuff. We should be good. And now, with Brachydios as our next target, I do want to take a quick check and see if we can get a bow that does have the blast built into it, just so that we don't have to use a coating for it. We might be able to get one. I'm not 100% sure, but if not, I think we might also have the ability to slot in... Now, if I have any, is like release jewels or free element jewels. Basically, what that skill does is there are certain weapons that usually, if they have like no element to them, they actually have a hidden element that you can bring out with that skill active. And I think there are a number of bows in World and Iceborne that do have blastblight built into them if you can have the release skill activated. But I want to test, or I want to take a look and see if Brachydios, just because the monster is a heavily blastblight built focus, will have that in general as something to itself. Any moment now, load screen. Or actually, no, not even load screen. We gotta wait till everything gets... There we go. Off we go. Call on our ride and be on our way. But Brachydios was also a bit of a weird hunt for gunners, because its weakest spot for your weapon was the tail. Like, normally a lot of monsters you're aiming for the head or body or stuff like that.
Brachydios is known for anything. It's slime. That and a pair of guns that'll even make the chef jealous.
Yeah. Okay, I think the faster way is actually going to be going through here. Oh, no, wait a minute. Oh, no, yeah, it is through here. And then it's over this way, and just a few hops down, and we should be right into the area where its cutscene will trigger. Yeah, here we go. Ash piles. Although it's kind of interesting that, like, for the source of Brachydios' blasts, it is, like, slime mold. So I guess the slime molds actually basically explode and combust themselves. Yeah, there's not who we're hunting, but somebody who got hunted by what we're after. There it is. Brachydios. The blast boxer itself. this is a monster where I might be using the wall slams to make it a little easier for us.
Touch it and it could explode.
Oh. Yeah, like when he's not in a rage, Brachy's pretty easy to deal with all the stuff that, well, he's easy to deal with all the stuff he does. The explosions on the ground maybe are a little bit of a different story.
That slime is primed to blow. Better do something quick before you get blown to bits.
Yeah, let me just get... Oh, right, it's 5 rolls, I think, to get blastblight off. Or does Brachy have... I'm trying to remember. There's blastblight, and there's also a more advanced version that I... Maybe Brachy uses the advanced version where it's like 5 rolls. Ow. Yeah, like, it is a nice fight with how nimble Brachydios is for it. And then I guess his weak spot, maybe in Iceborne, got changed to also include... Okay, I'm not sure why I've been having my coding pick change when I've been... Yeah, you know what? Maybe close range is going to be a good matchup for this. Oh. Okay, thankfully the blastblight didn't hurt that much with it going off. But when it's a big pool, it actually does... it actually acts almost like a pile of mud, so you do get stuck in there. And bow is actually a weapon that you gotta be really careful of with these hunts. Because it's super easy to accidentally dodge yourself into the slime pools that are left around. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm actually impressed that we made... that we actually had gotten the Clutch Claw to hook onto him. But he's definitely making me go through a lot of my healing stuff quicker than any of the other monsters we've hunted so far this week. Oh, actually going for Runa there. Ooh, oh, I thought we might have gotten him. Actually, see already, he might be low on stamina already. I just want to see about trying to get these thorn pods against his head, and then that way... we should be able to get dazes much more easily. Oh. Oh, actually, that was a blast toad I hit. You know what? Actually, we got another one here. Yeah, let's use the environment if we can, too. Okay, now is where the explosions are going to crank up a lot. See if we can bring them. That's what I was hoping for. Use the Paratoad to our advantage. Might even be able to get a second one before he's out of that. Yeah, there we go. Uh-oh. Oh, crap. Controller ran out of power. Okay, apparently... Oh, I have no idea what my attack buttons are, because now I'm mouse and keyboarding on the fly. Okay, so that's Slinger. Oh, why is that primary attack? Why not left click? God, I kind of wish I had done... Oh, I can't figure out what my aim is. Like, I am glad space is just dodge, but I have to figure out... Okay, what is aim here? You're not telling me what aim is. Okay, that's an interesting combination, if I'm honest. Okay, but now that he's not after me, like, for me, using my mouse, it's actually, like, my mouse has, like, the two buttons on by the thumb. One is to aim, the other is to attack. So let me just take a moment to get us to base camp. I'll quickly get my controller with new batteries in it, and we'll keep hunting, but I am impressed I didn't get a cart there. So yeah, just give me one moment. Okay, I am back in action, although, truth be told, it's dumb and I probably shouldn't, but I actually want to just keep trying with the mouse and keyboard. Okay, like, there are some combinations for, like, inputs. I'm a little bit surprised they chose that, or, like, some of them, like, to use the world as right-clicking. Okay, you know what? No, I'm going mouse and... I'm going back controller, because it might just be how I've got the keybinds defaulted for me, but having the side buttons for the attacks does not really work all that well. The thumb is not big enough to do the two like it needs to. Yeah, that was a good oh! Smack against me, but we got ourselves a little bit of backup here. Azure Rathlos. Normally a pain for me to encounter in a hunt. But here, I'm very thankful that we've got their company. Because of the turf war. That's right, get angry at each other and go into blows. I'm not sure what knocked him over again, but we might actually even be able to get the tail off. Oh, we did. Yeah, that's gotta piss you off, doesn't it, Brachy? Now, let's see if we can get a few more part breaks like the head and those arms. Because I'm trying to see... okay, here's where the other crystal is that we can drop on him. Speaking of, thunk! Yeah, that I had a feeling was going to come through and connect. Yeah, he's such a better fight in Iceborne. Because the explosions, their range is brought in more. Well, it might even be the... Maybe it's not even that the range was brought in, but you just get more dynamic movement, so you can be a little bit more... mobile. And cope with his extra... Oh. Ah, there, an explosion got me, although... That one felt kind of fitting to have been taken out by. Now, let me just get that in... Now, of course, you made it so that way I didn't get the full heal. But, we got that. We'll pick up the Slinger Bomb. I might as well just grab that and get the carve of the tail before we forget. There we go. Just an ebon shell. I was hoping for a lash. Just because the tail is usually the hardest material to get for a gunner. Oh. Oh, and actually, I should use... Oh, there we go. Okay, he's moving off again. Let's grab more Slinger Bomb. I don't know if I'll be able to get another proc off with the paralysis coating, though. Like, because... No, actually, you know what? If I can find him before he has to, like, eat... And he has low stamina. Oh, I think he's actually trying to hunt the Gastrodon. Yeah, we're going to bring close to that if we can. Let's go double. Oh, I was hoping to maybe get either the daze or the paralysis off. Okay, let's do that. Get our heal in. I think I'll need to try getting a tenderize in. Like, Brachy does have a pretty tough hide to get the part breaks in. But I can't remember if you can get the arm breaks only using water element weapons, or they just take an awful lot of beating to break. Let's get that head tenderized to make that a little softer. Right. Okay, I guess the Slinger Bomb has a pretty small range to it. Stop that from coming through. Oh, yeah, I got caught in that easily. Let's do that, and I got the Vitality Mantle ready. I gotta mind the, like, minefield he's able to plant down, too, with that attack. Okay, actually, I mean, the hunt video is going to be edited out for the controller replacement. Or, well, I should say just the battery replacement. I don't think we're doing too bad. It's just that I wish I could get some more part breaks in. Oh, well, I mentioned I wanted that. There's still the one arm that we didn't break. Oh, never mind. We actually got every part broken on him. Oh. Although also took a fist to the face full of blastblight. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the advanced blastblight. Because I know Teostra can infect you with it in base world. I should say, like, low rank and master, or low and high rank. And that, I think, only takes the 3 dodges to get it off. I actually wasn't lining up to get the flash bug, but I'll take it. There we go. Right through from tail to head.
That just leaves Seagrass.
Yeah, it's a far better hunt. I think this is Brachydios' best incarnation. The explosions feel like they're a lot better, like, flowing around how he fights. It's not like these super extra bonuses that are hard to dodge. It keeps you nimble and agile on your toes. It does feel a little bit like a boxing match, like... He's going to try striking with his right, so you go towards his right side. Or no, you go to his left. I was trying to think of, like, the best way to put it, but it is basically, he goes right, you go your right. He goes left, you go your left. And it does have that rhythm of going back and forth like that, too. And truth be told, I think this is actually one of the quicker hunts this week, even with the controller problem going along. But then, it is also, too, there wasn't really too much of a cutscene to sit through. There he was, Brachydios. More than like, I'm going to check and see what his weapon and bow might give. And we got a couple of things we can check and appraise to see what we get. Got a pounder, a crown, actually 2 crowns, even a lash. Yeah, it's nice to see all those pieces. Ooh, 2 force slaughters. A throttle and maintenance. That evasion is going to be very helpful. Because bow... One things I will definitely want to be working with is getting the, getting good evasion skills into a bow set. The biggest things are probably going to be stamina reduction stuff, like Constitution is a priority skill, as well as, evade extender, evasion window, stuff like that. But I'll just quickly run us up to the smithy, take a look and see what Brachydios does give us for both the armor skills and his weapon. I kind of feel like I want to pair up the weapon and armor that I use.
We're halfway there.
And thanks to, Thanks to blastblight being like an accessory status, it should work on the majority of hunts. Oh, yeah. Young Smithy, da-da-da-da. You got left here, do-do-do-do. Yeah, okay, let me see. Actually, I think I've got to go through, like, an upgrade tree to find it. No, actually, maybe... Okay, that needs Bambro stuff. That's Glavenus's. I mean, if I want a firebow, that's actually an easy route to take for that. Nargacuga, that's just a... There's Barioth, there's that, there's Rathalos, there's Rathian, there's Brachys. It does just have it naturally built in. Okay, I will have to look at upgrading something along to get to that point. But it thankfully does have blastblight just inborn to it, and I don't have to use any skills to get it outside as well. But you can see things like, the Kuluyakus, it does have the little hidden, kind of like faded text there for blast and the amount. So if you do have the release decoration or skills, you can pull that out to being active. But it doesn't look like there's anything like a poison or paralysis bow that does have that too. So blast is the only one that you'll be able to pull out to naturally have that as part of it. Okay, good to know. But yeah, that'll be my next focus there, and we'll just double check the armor. Alright, there's preview. Yeah, so Agitator, Stamina Thief, Blast Resistance, and Blast Attack. I don't really need the Blast Attack on it, so more than likely... or Blast Resistance. Yeah, so I'll probably look at making the beta set for it. And then it does offer a few decoration slots I can start putting a few things in to try to help us out along. Ooh, that Pallium, though, may be a little hard to get, but that's something I'll work at my own time, and come next week I should hopefully have that set for us to use going forward. For now, though, we are good to end this episode of Monster Hunter right here. Thank you all very much for joining me on this episode of the series. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to give a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, share in the comments right down below. Until I see you all in the next video or episode, Hunters and Survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.